You ever wake up in the middle of the night and realize your whole life might be about to flip upside down, all because of a potted lavender plant? Yeah, I know how crazy that sounds, but that's exactly how my story starts. One minute I'm half asleep thinking I'm dreaming, and the next I'm hearing the heavy, determined stomp of boots on my hallway tile, except it's not the sound of cops or burglars. It's three guys in tactical gear sent by the HOA acting like they're about to take down a terrorist cell over a flower pot by my mailbox. You can't make this stuff up. But here's the part no one knew, my wife Kate's. Not just anybody, she's a Green Beret sniper who could turn your whole world upside down before you blink. Let me back up a sec. Maplebrook seemed like your average cookie-cutter suburb, the kind of place you move to when you're hoping for quiet nights, friendly neighbors, and the biggest drama is a dog barking too loud. Kate wanted the place to feel lived in, so she dropped that little lavender in a clay pot right beside the mailbox. Said it brought a sense of calm, something steady after years of chaos. Our son Max just wanted the Wi-Fi to work and pizza rolls. In the freezer, he's 15, so you know priorities. As for me, I just wanted to finally exhale, maybe drink coffee on the porch for once without looking over my shoulder. We'd barely been there a week when the first letter slid under our door. No envelope, no stamp, just HOA bold print screaming violation. Lavender isn't approved, they said. Kate barely glanced at it, just muttered, "They're probing." I joked about them having a thing against the color purple, but she didn't laugh, and I should have known then she saw something I didn't. Max thought it was hilarious. Who gets in trouble for a plant? But that letter wasn't the end, just the beginning. 2 days later, a second letter, this time with a grainy black and white photo of our porch taken at night. Kate taped it to the fridge like it was a wanted poster. Now they're watching. Cue the main villain, Mrs. Dawes. She showed up unannounced, looking like the ghost of bad PTA meetings, wearing a visor 2 sizes too small, and a smile that made my skin crawl. "Good morning. I'm here to help resolve your non-compliance." She chirped, clipboard, ready to bludgeon us with policy. Kate just grinned. "Didn't know we were at war," she said. Mrs. Dawes launched into her speech about liability, stinging insects, visual harmony, like our little lavender was a biohazard. When she dropped the line, "The board has already spoken," Kate shot back. "Let me know when they send someone taller than your clipboard." I swear the air between them went electric for a second. After that, Kate started running drills in the backyard. Picture this Max in a bike helmet swinging a garden rake like he's about to storm Normandy, all while Kate barks orders to disarm the perimeter. He groaned and told her this wasn't Kandahar, but she wasn't playing. She knew something was coming. The letters ramped up. Third one brought a fine. Fourth said, "Enforcement pending the 5th," came with a red sticker on our front door screaming, "Final review." That night, Kate went down to the basement, brought out a black case I hadn't seen since she left the Army. She didn't open it. She didn't have to. That kind of quiet filled the house where you know you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And drop it did. The night the boots came, the street was too quiet. Dogs stopped barking. Street lights buzzed out. Kate pressed a finger to her lips, motioned me to stay behind her. 3 guys, tactical vests, boots, 2 new, fanning out like they saw it in a movie. Max was halfway down the stairs filming, which honestly was smarter than anything I managed in that moment. I tried to talk, but Kate slipped out back, disappearing into the darkness like it was nothing. The men didn't knock, didn't flash badges, just stood in the entryway with their final compliance procedures. I tried to keep my voice steady, but Kate reappeared, hair back, sleeves rolled, looking like she was going grocery shopping instead of facing down a squad. "Final procedures." "That's a big phrase for a guy with a fake patch," she said. The one with knee pads shifted his weight toward the flower bed. Another flanked the driveway. Kate whispered, "They're boxing us in." And then out of nowhere the sprinklers erupted, not water, but clouds of chalk, blinding white, coating everyone. Two guys stumbled, one drew a taser, but Kate dropped from the hedges, took him out before he even knew what hit him, zip-tied him, then spun, disarmed the next one. Third guy just threw his hands up. He was done. She pulled their clipboard, flipped through the pages. Every movement we'd made for weeks was there like we were the subjects of some weird suburban spy movie. When I saw Phase 3, Asset Recovery, scrawled at the bottom, my stomach dropped. This wasn't about a plant. This was about control. We zip-tied them on the porch, stripped their radios, dumped everything into a garden bucket. Kate said this was just recon, and I realized how far behind I really was. Then came the twist I never saw coming. A neighbor named Mr. Glenn, the quiet guy 2 houses down, knocked on our door at dawn. He slid us a note. "You're not the first." Turns out his family had gotten run out last summer for a shed violation, and he'd been watching, waiting for someone to fight back. He handed Kate a flash drive on its security footage of Dawes meeting with guys in contractor uniforms late at night, exchanging envelopes, making sure there'd be no records. Suddenly, it wasn't just our fight, it was the neighborhood's. Kate hacked into the HOA records, found shell companies, payments for Sentinel security, made-up contractors, slush funds. Mrs. Dawes was embezzling fees, paying for muscle-surveilling families, running the HOA like her private fiefdom. The more we found, the worse it got. Drones disguised as yard gnomes, QR stickers, hiding cameras, neighbors who'd closed their blinds started peeking out again. Then Dawes threw a block party, BBQ banners, whole 9 yards. Across the street, she raised her cup and smiled, but you could tell she was watching us making a show for the whole street. Suddenly, a drone buzzed overhead, hovering low, lens blinking red. "It's not surveillance," Kate muttered. "It's profiling. Our phones lost service. Wi-Fi went dead." Max spotted a black van down the block. No plates. Guys in it eating fast food folders marked with street maps. After that, things escalated at 2:41 a.m. The sensors Kate installed went red. 5 new figures, even more tactical gear, stormed the yard. No police, just personnel, intimidation. Kate moved us through fallback points, triggered her defenses. Chalk bombs, rigged nets, a glitter-bombed tennis ball. Max tossed under their truck that set off every motion light on the block. Neighbors started recording. Porch lights flickered on. Voices whispered, "Is that Kate?" The squad fell back humiliated, Dawes' voice still echoing from her speaker about neighborhood harmony. But she wasn't done by morning. Every neighbor had an email calling the whole thing a drill. Flyers in every mailbox, posts on the HOA site about unnecessary chaos, gaslighting us all, flipping the narrative so we looked like the threat. Some people believed her, most just kept their heads down. That's when Kate turned our living room into a war room. Every bit of evidence, every file, every minute of footage got turned into a video. Max helped upload it through a burner email. It spread like wildfire, comments from people across the country, news channels calling Dawes, finally on the defensive. She showed up a week later, no visor, just a gray sweater, the fakest smile you've ever seen. She tried to offer Kate a job, as her enforcer told us. "Order always finds its way home." Kate turned her down flat. Dawes just shrugged. "We'll see how long your piece lasts," and walked off like she owned the sidewalk. I realized then power doesn't always knock down the door. Sometimes it shows up wearing a cardigan and smiles while it slides a knife in. We didn't celebrate that night. We checked sensors, re-rigged fallback plans, patched up holes in the garden. Max asked if it was over. Kate just said, "She never is, and maybe she's right." It's not just about who wins the fight. It's about who controls the story, who gets to define what peace means. Sometimes you've got to pick between being left alone and standing up even when you know it'll put a target on your back. I guess the real question is, what would you do? Would you fight back or just hope someone else does it for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know where you stand. Because out here, sometimes the only way to keep your peace is to be willing to defend it, even against people who smile at you across the street.